It's easy to fall into the trap that if I just train hard enough and get better at my sport, everything else is going to fall into place. It's a great way to almost give yourself an excuse, but also focus as far as if I just work on my skill, I just need to get better. I need to get into the next team. I need to get into the next categorization. I need to win the next event. If I make it to the top, then everything else is going to stack up and just fall into place. All the other things will happen when I get there. And it doesn't really take into account what it's going to take along the way to build to that stage. Because as well as being able to actually build a profile, it's understanding that building brand is just as important as building technical skill within your sport, building up your sport skills. Simply waiting until you hit that top level and hoping that everything else is just going to fall into place at that point is a bit of a dream. It takes building things up over time. Building a personal brand isn't something that happens overnight with a big win. It might elevate your brand and it might give you a piece of personal brand that people can associate with and know you for, but it doesn't tell the whole story. And if you've been quiet, silently just grinding this whole way, people don't know anything about you. They can have that initial attachment or awareness of you, but it doesn't stick because there's no kind of personality or brand that you've built behind it. So I want athletes to understand that building the personal brand going at the same time as building their skill as they're trying to get to the top. And it also works as a safety mechanism, really, because trying to get to the top, very, very, very pinnacle of your sport is very difficult. There's a lot of other people doing the same thing. There are also a lot of things outside of your control. If you think about injuries and things like this, then brand is your backup plan. It's building something that extends beyond just your skills and abilities and your contest wins, events, performances, and kind of where you make team selection. Only one person gets to be the very best. Let me show you the talent skills pyramid. We can draw this out. So, we have got skill and people. This is the pinnacle up here, where we want to get to. This is what the graph looks like. This is all the other people doing your sport. We've got skill, we've got people. Only one person gets to be the very best in the world. Right here, right at the top of this pyramid. And it's a great goal, but very few people manage to get there. In fact, if we zoom into that, you've got one person up here at the top. By here, you've probably got about 10 people. Here, you're at 50. Here, you're at 100. And that's just in this tiny little bit at the top of the pyramid. So down here, you've got hundreds, thousands of people, all with a basic level of skill, working their way up to that top. But here's the thing, we'll swap pens for this. Building brand doesn't require you to be at the top. So you can be here, build brand. But you could also be here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or even down here, right at the start. You can be anywhere on this graph. You can be climbing, developing, just starting out, and still build yourself a brand that's going to get you noticed. And it can attract sponsors, create opportunities, and help you build a career. So while we all want to get to this point at the top, it doesn't matter where you sit on the graph. What matters is that you build a personal brand that's interesting and engaging and authentic to yourself. And building a brand, you can work on at any time. Whereas this only happens at one specific time. And when you get there, you've got all of these people trying to chase you down and overtake you. Whereas building brand is totally within your control. Because talent takes time to get to the top, but building brand can happen at any stage. So don't wait to arrive up here. So build brand now, and that'll support your journey to wherever it is you want to get in this graph. So if you think about your journey as somewhere on this graph, wherever it is you are, the bigger you build your personal brand, the more influence, opportunities, partnerships you're going to be able to have and attract. And that will allow you to take it as far as you can, as far as you desire to go towards that peak of performance and skill. But I don't want you to just work on the sports-specific skills that you need to be the best in the world. I want you to build the brand whilst you do it. Tell the story of what it is taking you to chase that down, why you're chasing that down. Why is that your dream? Why is that driving you to get up early every morning and work? Because that is what's going to support you get there. And it's going to be your backup plan if you've got injuries or life circumstances change. And it's what's going to make it last longer if you do make it up to that top bit. So think about brand, think about the pyramid of talent, think about where you are in it, where you want to get, and how you're going to build personal brand within that opportunity you've got.